Memphis rap is a style of southern rap that gained prominence in the 90s after releases like 8 Ball and MJG's Coming Out Hard, Gangsta Pat's Deadly Verses, and other albums like 3 6 Mafia's Mystic Styles and The Devil's Playground by Koopsta K. And I'm not gonna say the rest of his name because I think you can figure that out. But what exactly is Memphis rap in its essence? Well, it's just basically gangster rap, but evil. Another form of Memphis rap is Memphis horrorcore, which in of itself has been gentrified to hell and back by corny TikTok users called Skinny Lil Pimp Main, talking about how the Children of the Corn summoned an ancient demon from the four corners to kill a woman so they could put it on tape and become famous and shit. I think you can already figure out what we're talking about. The Memphis rap sigils refer to a bunch of tapes that are supposedly cursed because the tapes creators sacrificed people over the tapes and put their souls into the tape, and that's what makes it so spooky and shit. It's all bullshit, we know that. But I gotta make this video longer, I gotta talk about it. The first instance of the Memphis rap tapes being discussed is on 4chan. It was on a general conspiracy iceberg, which was made popular in 2020 by Wendigoon. And you might also know this from being posted on places like Reddit and 4chan and whatnot. Some of my favorite entries from this consist of Solange equals Beyonce's daughter, Sandy Hook Malthusians, Hyperreality, Jewish porn control, Magic of the State, Elections fully rigged, Tulpas, Accelerationism, Experimentation, Aquatic Ape Hypothesis, Fermi Paradox, US funds ISIS, and Tom Leeson fake baby. Jesus fucking Christ. But people inquired about it when it was posted on 4chan, a lot of these stupid fucking conspiracies, especially the Memphis rap sigils. A few people talked about it and got their answers, but none of them were widely discussed like this one. What's up with the Memphis rap sigils, or whatever? I read that wrong. Did 3 bands really summon the god from the fourth corner over the spirits of 3 sacrificed children? Are there really gateways to hell in Memphis? And if it is true, which are the bands who participated in which albums aligned to form the sigil, and how are they accessed and utilized? No one before had ever talked about 3 bands summoning God from the fourth corner over the spirits of 3 sacrificed children. No one really talked about gateways to hell in Memphis, and no one really talked about albums that aligned to form the sigil. Basically, the Memphis rap sigils took on a life of their own and became popular on TikTok. A lot of people, specifically on TikTok, like to bullshit about the Memphis rap sigils, saying that there's audio and video evidence and shit, but it's all fake. But one thing about the Memphis rap sigils that are real is that they exist, and that there are actual tapes that have these audio recordings. Today I'll go over a few, highlight my favorite tracks, and make a consensus in the end about them. The first tape here is Children of the Corn's The Single. Now, on a few of these releases, depending on which format you have, digital audio, physical, whatever, there might be some extra tracks, or there might be some tracks removed. On the SIC Records release, well, I consider the SIC Records release to be the definitive version if you want to listen to it, but you can listen to it however you want. I'm not judging. Children of the Corn's the single is probably one of the most successful in its fame due to it like being so fucking famous on TikTok. People also like to really bullshit about this one, saying that there's samples from snuff films, which there probably is, or there's samples from like dead people getting murdered. Well, no, there isn't, obviously. But this tape is probably one of the creepiest out of all of them. It has some of the most disturbing beats, especially like the one playing right now, and Deep Into the Woods too. Another one of my favorites is Black Magic from the album, which samples Boys to Men. I'm not sure which track, but it samples a track they made. Overall, this tape is pretty creepy. It does have some laid back tracks like Devil Shit, but you know, it's really cool. I suggest you listen to it if you want to get into the Sigils. Personally, I think the Memphis rap sigil stuff is bullshit. People weren't murdered. There probably wasn't any evil tape shit going on. And they're probably just using it for an aesthetic. Keep in mind, Memphis is probably one of the most violent places in the US, especially in the 90s. So they're just using, you know, the devil, black magic, shit like that as just imagery and like themes. You know, the same way Insane Clown Posse did, but way before that. I think they're just using it as an aesthetic. They probably didn't believe in, you know, Satan or anything like that. They're just trying to get their paranoia and stuff out of there. Memphis is also connected to Memphis in Egypt, which, you know, they fucking worship the creator god Ptah or some bullshit. There's some stuff relating to that, but we'll go way over the 10-minute mark if we discuss that. Basically, I think it's bullshit, but I think the sigils are actually just really cool, really good listen. And like someone on 4chan said, it's probably just an aesthetic, you know, it's not real. They probably didn't sacrifice people, but treating these wacky theories as fact, it just shows love to the creators of the tapes. There are a bunch of others, but if I went into that, you know, it'd make this video so damn long. But yeah, this was Spot of the Underground. Have a great day or night, depending on when you're watching. You probably soiled your pants or some shit. It's probably night. But depending on when you're watching, have a great day, have a great year. And I know I haven't uploaded in like 4 months, but still, this will make up for it because it's a long ass video. I know the algorithm likes a long video. Anyways, see you later.